So, you can't put yourself out there on the big wide world that is the internet without making preparations for the potential for negativity coming your way. So, hello my lovelies, and today I'm talking about how we can protect ourselves from the negativity that could possibly come our way when deciding to share ourselves with the wide world of the Tinterweb. Because not preparing for the possibility of the dark side of the internet showing its ugly face to us is just a surefire trip down mental breakdown alley. And I'm not that secure. Really, I'm not. So before I started this whole journey of creating videos and becoming more comfortable on camera and things like that, I gave myself a crash course on dealing with the possibility of negativity slapping me in the face. Fingers crossed, I haven't had to use it yet. But I gave myself a little set of mantras, tools to help myself cope with the possibility that some of the internet's trolls, evil people, the people that just want to tear others down to make themselves feel better. So I gave myself this little set of mantras like, you are not my target audience, what I'm talking about doesn't appeal to you, blah blah blah. And if people continued being arses, then I also have a set of blistering responses that are not very polite, but I don't care. Now, I may not have to deal with negativity at the moment. However, I have had some negative feedback. You may have given it to me, and I thank you for it. Now, unfortunately, negativity doesn't have to be intended for it to have an effect. Now, it's taken me a while, like 4 or 5 days, to get back on my horse, or my camel, whichever way you want to look at it. And my toolkit, while excellent for dealing with actual negativity and negatively intended feedback, has worked well. However, while I know that there was no malice or nastiness, that little voice, that evil little biatch that lives inside my brain, has decided this is an excellent time to tell me how useless I am. So, while I prepared myself for the possibility and, let's be quite frank, the probability of online hate, everyone gets it, I was expecting it. I don't expect anyone to love me. I did not prepare, and I don't think there's any way you can prepare for the negativity that comes from in here, that sleeps when you're actually feeling good or feel like you're doing well. But as soon as any tiny little negativity shows up, any little seed of doubt that sits there, suddenly bursts into life and smashes through your pavement of self-belief and self-confidence. Interesting metaphor, I know, but that's just what came to me. And this week, that little shoot of bindweed or dandelion has shot through my crazy paved self-confidence. And it's not good. Now, I already know that I have issues with that negative voice in my head. It has dormant phases. And very much like the lyrical genius of I'm Mr. Wren, I've been dancing. I am dancing around like a lunatic, while the evil biatch in my brain is dormant, trying to get stuff done. And as soon as I get things done, there she is. She pops up. And that was a local motorcyclist. They are the bane of my existence. And they really upset my son as well. He's not good with noises. So, she pops up as soon as I've actually managed to achieve something. As soon as I've managed to actually complete a task, or post something, write something, anything. And there she is. Who wants to listen to all that crap that you just spouted? Who wants to read that turd that you just wrote? What made you think that you could do this? Yeah, she's got a really annoying voice too. But I had no protection for this, and I never do actually. She is irritating, so I dance round her. I balance getting things done when she's asleep. I hate those dudes. It's always on a Sunday night. So, I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do, because as soon as she pops up, as soon as I've managed to achieve something, and then she starts rabbiting on about, oh, how do you dare put something like that out, crap out that, and it's consistent, and it's really hard to get back after that. It just seems like everyone's against me this evening. It's really hard to get back up on your bicycle or your horse or your camel or whatever, because she makes me feel crap about something that I've actually managed to achieve. Now, I know why that inner voice is there. It is the balance. It is, technically, it's supposed to be like balancing overwhelming enthusiasm with reality and reason. But no. It's actually become the weighted balance that completely eradicates any of the goodness that you feel from achieving things and doing things. And you know how you get reviews on the internet? Only people that have had an absolutely awesome experience from something who will give like 5-star reviews and rave about what they've bought or what they've experienced. 3s and 4s, okay to good, are less vocal. You don't get so many of those. But people that have had poor experiences or not appreciated what they've bought, they will get brutal. So 1 and 2-star people, they will get noisy and nasty and downright cruel to an establishment or somewhere that sold them something or a person. Now, that negativity is always weighted much heavier than the good. So, if you think about it, 3 stars is pretty damn good. Yeah, it's average, but it's not excellent, it's not poor. It's just sitting there in the middle. And let's be fair, average is called an average because it kind of balances out over everything. So, those 3s and 4s stay quiet, and only the truly excellent experiences and the excellent products and everything get rave reviews. And yet, the nasty, the cruel, the I thought this was utter tripe brigade brings so much more weight down on that negative side that it's really quite soul destroying, and it makes you want to cry. And let's be fair, Negative Nelly has far more weight to her than Optimism and Enthusiasm and Voice of Reason put together. So, I am trying to find that happy medium. I'm still dancing. Literally at times. It's one of the few ways I get my exercise in. But I never prepared for that. I never prepared for the negativity that I would bring to myself. And that's really distressing. I'm working on it. I still don't have an answer yet. I'm hoping I'll find one as I continue. No guarantees though. I may actually post an update if I find something.